What's up, dudes? It's DJ here on the Droopy channel, and today I just wanted to rant about something that's been in my mind for a while. So everybody knows popular girls, right? Love them or hate them, and there are different classes, right? Like I have a friend, she's popular. I think she's pretty cool, but there's the class like everyone likes, and then there's the popular girls that are only popular because they just stir up drama. So I'm gonna be talking about that type. The ones that'll go up to the autistic kid and go, "We're friends, right?" So, in my opinion, there's only three ways that you can really get popular. Number one is being attractive. Just think about a lot of the popular people that are shallow at your school. They probably got popular for being attractive. Number two, probably the most humble category, are people that got popular from being good at sports. And there's a lot of them, especially in Canada. That happens often. And then number three, people that got popular by being friends with people who became popular. For example, your childhood friends with this girl, you go way back, and then randomly she hits puberty, she's really attractive, and she becomes popular, and you got propelled up with her. Now the problem with all these people getting popular, especially off of their looks, is a lot of them will just be very entitled and very shallow. They won't really think about much stuff. They'll sort of just expect everything to happen for them just because they're pretty or just because they're handsome, all these popular people, they're getting basically free handouts just for genetic code, and due to that they don't really have to develop a personality, so they just don't do it. And that's the reason why I believe they'll go up to these neurodivergent kids and they'll just say "Oh, we're best friends, right?" Because even though it's mean-spirited, it's getting their friends and their peers to laugh at them and, well, laugh with them, I guess, and laugh at the disabled kid. But even if it's mean-spirited, they're kind of just trying to develop a personality, and when you look like that, and no, not all case obviously, but when you are entitled to stuff because you're attractive, all you really care about is your looks and impressing other people. Whereas, think about, the fat kid at your school. He's probably cracking jokes, or she's probably cracking jokes, and probably quite funny, kind, makes everyone laugh, but not in, a mean-spirited way, because they know what it's like to be made fun of, be bullied, and they've kind of had to use humor as an outlet to represent themselves and not get made fun of, and that's kind of how they get people's respect, get people to like them, make friends, because obviously they're not attractive, and they're not attracting people based on their looks. They're using their humor to make all these friends. But even having humor and having a great personality, realistically, you're gonna get laid much less than anyone who's just slightly attractive. But also, I feel like people who were unattractive as a child, even if they're attractive now, I feel like they just have much better personalities. They're much more fun to talk to. They can hold themselves much better in a conversation. And obviously, that's not saying attractive people are dumb or anything like that, but if you're told by people your whole life that you're perfect, why would you make an effort to be better? And that's why the girls who are attractive, and they're popular because they're attractive, I feel like they're much more shallow, much less empathetic, and have less of a personality, and are generally more disliked, I would find, and they stir up a lot of drama compared to the girls who got popular because of sports. Because the girls who got popular because of sports, they earned that, they did something they were good at, but they also had to train for it. You don't really train to be more attractive apart from maybe putting makeup on, but mostly genetics right there. But these other girls, they're training in a sport like hockey or soccer or something like that, and they're training to get better, and they're reaping the rewards at school. I don't think there's a problem with that. I think there's a problem when these girls are going to school in caking a full face of makeup in the 6th grade, and their classmates think that they're the shit just because they're attractive, and all these girls who might not be as attractive, as conventionally attractive, they're getting bullied by these girls, made fun of, going home and being sad. That's my problem. So you might be asking, what's the point of me making this video? Why am I making this? And it's basically just a message out to the world and whoever will listen to me ranting, I guess. But things to take away are, if you are conventionally attractive, think about your peers, think about how fortunate you are, and still try to better yourself, because no matter how good you look, that won't matter like when you're older, you know? If someone grows old with you because of how you look, when you're 80, they're just not going to be attracted to you by your looks most likely. So, and you'll be shallow, so they won't want to spend their whole life with you. And if you're unattractive, what I would say is think about a very similar scenario. You just gotta be the best you, be funny, be kind. That's the main thing, be kind. And you will reap the rewards like later in life. Even if right now you're getting bullied for, I don't know, big nose or something like that, or even if right now you're doing the bullying, you can change. And I mean, it's only like school, or I don't know what you guys are all in, but it's only probably school or college or even a workplace, and you have so much life ahead of you. That's my advice. Alright, so with that footnote, that's going to wrap up the video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you want to see more videos like this. I'm still not getting any views at the moment. Both my first videos have 1 view and it's me on both. But, you know, I also have no impressions, but hoping this video is the one to, you know, put me out there a bit. So if you are seeing this, a like, a sub, and a comment would really be appreciated. And thank you for watching the video the whole way and listening to me rant, you know. Hoping to make it big on this YouTube stuff.